While SMART goals are highly valuable, they are most effective when paired with regular progress reviews. What's happening, y'all? Coach K here, and you are tuned in to DIY Traveler, a business and lifestyle channel where I share my experiences with entrepreneurship. I have done gig work, DIY projects, I run an LLC, and so much more. Today, we're on day, I believe it is
all week
4 of the 15 over easy accelerated marketing challenge. So we're going to be talking about the M, which is measurable. We're going to have a feature from one of our fellow business owners in the North Carolina area. And here you are watching me do rule number 1, which is eating the same breakfast. And what this is doing is creating some discipline, some consistency within my day at the start of my day, so everything else can flow from there. And I must admit, by doing this, my day has become much more efficient, including today, the day that I'm doing this voiceover. I was sluggish, didn't want to get up, but I went ahead, got up, started my day. What's happening, y'all? It is day 4. Day 4 with 15 over easy, which is this introduction to 75 over easy, which is an accelerated marketing campaign challenge, where I'm challenging you to create some type of marketing campaign over the next 75 days. Now, this is the first iteration. So this 15 days is going to go through a brief synopsis of the 5 phases of 75 over easy. And like I said, today is all about strategy. And our feature for today, I believe, is going to be Miss Natasha. And so we'll get into what she said or her insights about smart decision making and goal setting as it pertains to marketing plans and small businesses, entrepreneurs, and all things like. All right, so let's pull up what Miss Natasha has to say about your strategy. All right, I cannot say Natasha's last name, so please charge it to my head, not my heart, Natasha. But the name of her business is Wilko Innovative Solutions. All her social medias will be down below. If you are looking for team building skills, team building exercises, team building seminars and things like that, she is the one you want to contact. She's located in the North Carolina area. And like I said, all her socials, her business contacts will be linked below. Let's see, does she have a YouTube? I don't see a YouTube, but she does have LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Oh yeah, she does have YouTube. So I will actually add her as a collaborator here on YouTube. So what she has to say. SMART goals remain one of the most practical and effective tools for translating broad, sometimes I can't read. Broad intentions into measurable action steps, because they help individuals and organizations move from ideas to accountability. By ensuring goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time-bound, SMART goal setting creates clarity around expectations, progressing, and successful outcomes. In workforce, leadership, organizational development settings, SMART goals can improve performance, increase engagement, and support continuous improvement by breaking larger objectives into measurable steps. While SMART goals are highly valuable, they are most effective when paired with regular progress reviews. Flexible to adjust to changing circumstances and align with broader strategic priorities. Overall, SMART goals provide a structured framework that helps individuals and teams focus their efforts, track results, and achieve meaningful outcomes. Thank you so much, Natasha, for that response. Just like with our previous features on this series, I'm going to piggyback on a lot of the things that Natasha shared. The keys to SMART goals. S, is it specific? M, is it measurable? A, is it achievable? R, is it relative? And T, is it time bound? You're going to need all of these things. That is the strategy that is required for you to be able to have a successful goal met. And like she said, it's not just about having those things listed out. You need to track your progress. So that's why one of my measures, or one of my rules for 15 over easy, is to stay organized and track my progress. And the way that I'm doing that is through these videos right here. So every day when I'm working on some type of marketing program or some type of marketing product or some type of marketing campaign, I am making sure that I am recording what I'm doing within that time, whether that is a checklist, whether that is a video recording saying, hey, this is where I started and this is what I ended up with after an hour, after 2 hours, after 3 hours. So you want to make sure that you can measure these goals and make sure that you are tracking and keeping up with where you started so that you can see how far you need to go to where you're going to end up. It's all about the strategy, and it's really, really key and really important that you have that written out somewhere where you can go back to it and refer to it and measure and track whether or not you are keeping up with it, and then be flexible. I love when Natasha brought this up. You got to be flexible because there are going to be things that change. There are going to be outside forces that cause things to change. There's going to be things in your life that cause things to change. There's going to be things in your coworker's life that cause things to change. So be ready to have some flexibility and make those changes when necessary. We made it to the practical portion of the video where I'm actually going to invite you to take a few minutes to stop what you're doing, pull out your marketing campaign tools, whether that's a notebook or something you're actually working on digitally. Get that out right now and work on it for the next 5 minutes while I work on mine. Yesterday, I started working on some business cards. Today, I'm adding some more of those features. And what I want to highlight today is something that I mentioned earlier. I told you I was feeling sluggish today, which is the day that I'm doing this voiceover. And I had some technical difficulties. I was trying to laminate, see if this was actually going to be able to work. And somehow I messed up the laminator. But this is where having a team comes in handy, having that dream team. That's something that we'll get into later on in the series. But my housemate and one of my best teammates when it comes to business things, just bouncing ideas off of them and with them, came in and kind of helped me figure out how to fix this laminator. And they actually fixed it. I didn't have time to pull away from what I was doing because I wanted to make sure I got my full hour of creating in. So I was able to pass that along to them, and they were able to get it fixed, get it back operating, just like new. And then I had, after I worked on the business cards, I went back to the original marketing campaign, which you guys will see will be launching on January the 4th. And I was just doing some templates. And this kind of symbolizes the fact that no one will see the vision that you see until that final product. You can barely see what I'm drawing here. It might not make sense as to what I'm doing, but I am laying the foundation for what is to come. So just because others don't see your vision, don't stop, don't hesitate, continue to press forward, because the vision was given to you for a reason, and you're the one who has to see it through. That's a wrap for today's video. I finished up with doing some meal prep, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.